Ladies and gentlemen, the next leader of the Liberal Party of Canada and our future Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau.
Oh, thank you very much, Scarborough. Thank you, Kartika. It's always great to be introduced by a fellow teacher, someone who understands how important it is to instill values of hope and hard work in their students and leave people optimistic about their role in shaping the world around us. So thank you so much, Kartika. I also want to thank all of you for coming out tonight. This has been a long campaign, started 6 months ago, but what a campaign it's been. In rooms like this, right across the country, some bigger, some smaller, people have come together to express how optimistic we are, always, about our future. How much we know that Canada can achieve, and how much we know that we're going to have to work together to reach it. You know, politics has been a tremendous source of cynicism over the past years, as people have turned away and been inflicted with negative advertisements and politics of wedge issues and division. But what I've seen right across the country through this leadership has been people stepping forward and saying, we want to be part of something positive. Stop forcing us to vote against the left, against the right. Allow us to vote for something. Because that's what this is about. Voting for. It's voting for the Liberal Party. It's voting for this campaign. But more than that, it's about voting for ourselves and for our families and for our communities and for the world that we know Canada needs to play a role in. This is the challenge ahead of us. This is the challenge we have, to be worthy of this extraordinary country that our parents and grandparents have built for us, have given to us. There are tremendous challenges right across this country, from coast to coast to coast, and beyond that, around the world. Challenges around environmental degradation, prosperous economies, and too much poverty. Challenges around social justice and human rights. And people everywhere are wondering if we, not just as a country, but around the world as a species, are going to be up to the challenges we're facing. And I know that we are. I know that we are because we've done it before. Because in improbable places, people have come together through hard work, through leaning on each other, to build an extraordinary future for themselves and for their families. And one of those places is Canada. This country has been defined by people coming from all over the world, willing to work hard, willing to build strong communities, and hoping to build, yes, success for themselves, but more importantly, a strong future for their kids. That's the story of this country. And that success, the successful story we've created, is what has allowed us to be that one country in the world that looks beyond differences, that understands that we are not defined by our origins, by our culture, by our religion, by our language. We are defined by our values. Values of openness, respect, willingness to work hard, a desire to be there for each other, compassion, a search for justice, for equality. These are the things that define our country. These are the things that define us as Canadians. But let's be honest, this is something that has faltered in the past years. And people can't quite even put their finger on it. Why? Because the country seems to be doing well? Because we're doing better than Spain or Greece, as this government keeps telling us? So why are we uncertain? More importantly, why do we have a government that is able to play up divisiveness and negativity in a way that never really had much traction in Canada before? What has changed? Well, what has changed is people are beginning to realize that even though over the past 30 years, our economy has done extremely well, the Canadian economy has grown more than 100%, more than doubled in size. Over that same time period, in real terms, Canadians haven't had a raise. We haven't had more than a 13% growth in salaries when you talk about median family incomes. That's average middle class incomes. So incomes are stalling, costs are rising, and therefore personal and household debts are exploding. And people are beginning to be worried that the challenges we're facing of building a modern, progressive, 21st century economy that has opportunities and work and good jobs for everyone might be beyond our reach. And as people believe less in our capacity together to build a strong set of solutions that will work both for the country and for our families and community, people naturally turn in on themselves. That's what we've been seeing over the past years. As people turn away from expecting that we're going to be able to generate big solutions. They turn away from believing that government can play a role in offering opportunities and possibility to Canadian families, for the hardworking middle-class Canadians who define the strength of this country. But everywhere across this country, what I've seen is even though we know we're becoming cynical about politics, we're also tired of being cynical about politics. We know we can do better. We know we have to do better. And that's why in hall after hall, communities from Paducah, Alberta, to Lewisport, Newfoundland, from Vancouver Island to the southern point of Ontario, near Point Pelee, St. Thomas. Canadians have come to talk to me about the fact that we know we can do better. And people are responding. People are responding the way Canadians always have, with optimism, with big-heartedness, with a willingness to strive, to believe, but also with a willingness to work hard. Because that's the story of this campaign. Yes, I've been working my butt off from one end of this country to the other, but I haven't been alone. Tens of thousands of volunteers, thousands upon thousands, hundreds of thousands of people signing up to be part of this change, signing up to believe that what we hope for can happen if we work hard to make it so. We haven't drawn together in a long time. And we're beginning to see those results echo in the conversations people are having right across the country. And because of that, because of the early signs of our success, of a momentum, of something happening right across this country, our government is doing, or is preparing, the one way it knows how to react. It's ready to go negative. They are lined up with attack ads to try and tell Canadians that they're wrong to hope for something better. That we're wrong to strive for pulling together in a positive way. And they are attacking. Now, someone pointed out to me to try and reassure me, Justin, don't worry. If they're ready to attack you, it just means they're afraid of you. No. That's not right. They are not afraid of me. They're too busy being afraid of all of you. This is what scares them. Engaged, awakened, hopeful, positive Canadians, demanding better in terms of their solutions, demanding better in terms of their leadership, demanding to be part of the change we need to build. That's what inspires me. That's what keeps me going. And that's what people are responding to right across the country. So as we build this together, we have to know that yes, right now, we're at the end of a big campaign with only a few more days to go. And the one thing we've done throughout this campaign is the one thing that has brought Canada success in the past centuries, which is we're willing to work harder than just about anyone else. And that hard work needs to continue. Yes, we have to work hard for the next few days to finish this campaign strong. But over the coming months and over the coming years, as Liberals, we are going to have to continue to work hard. Work hard to win over our neighbors. Work hard to talk about real policies with our friends. Work hard to build a better set of solutions for our communities, for our businesses, for our country in the world. The only thing that moves us forward as a country is for us to be willing once again to pull together the kinds of hard work that each of us individually is always ready to do for ourselves and our family. Well, it's time we started doing that for Canada as well. So this week, I've been calling on people. I've been asking for the past months for your hard work, for your hope, for your solutions, for your ideas, for your optimism, for your positivity. And on top of that, this week I'm asking for one more thing. I'm asking for your votes. I need you to vote. I need you to vote because it sends a message that you want the world to be better for your kids, and more important, you want to be part of that change that's going to make it. Because you're not voting for me, you're not voting for the Liberal Party, you're voting for yourselves. You're voting for your communities, you're voting for your extraordinary project of a country, this glorious Canada that needs all of us to pull together with the big-heartedness and broad-mindedness that has always defined this country, to pull together and say, we're better than this, we can do better than this, and with hope and hard work, we will do better than this. Merci beaucoup, mes amis. Thank you.